The news of the day, Daniel, I don't know if you heard it because it was just recently announced. Aaron Rodgers is staying put in Green Bay, 4 years, $200 million. Your thoughts on that subject?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen that. So I guess what happens when you drop the kids off at school, you miss the biggest NFL news of the season here. It's kind of what we originally thought. I think after the season ended and you heard Aaron's, positivity towards everyone in the organization, both, downstairs and upstairs, that it looked like it was headed towards that. And, then I think there's that delay. So we sat there and entertained the idea of maybe this could happen. He could go somewhere else. But we were sitting up there in the booth talking about this, Rich, and I couldn't imagine him playing for anybody else. I couldn't imagine as a general manager wanting it on your resume that you traded the reigning two-time MVP. So I think this is the most logical move for Aaron. And, man, I'm excited for the Packers fans because you look at the NFC, depending on whether our next topic of conversation, which after this I'm sure we're going to hit, if that gentleman were to stay away, the runway is pretty clear there in the NFC. I know you've got the defending Super Bowl champs in the Rams, but the Packers are right there at the top.
153 million of the 200 is guaranteed, Daniel, and this is just a remarkable moment. Certainly where we were after the night of the 2020 draft when the Packers traded up to get Jordan Love, and Rodgers correctly assumed, as everyone else assumed, that 2022 would be the absolute come heck or high water moment at which the Packers would turn to Jordan Love so they could actually see what they have in him, right? And that's why Rodgers gave them a freebie year of the 2020 season, and then really push came to shove for 2021 for him to come back, and then he came up in both of those seasons with MVP campaigns, and here we are with them now saying, I guess we'll just see Jordan Love in another spot because that money means Love will have to go through his entire rookie contract without getting on the field, it seems, and unless of an injury, or as we saw with Rodgers with COVID. What do you think about what happens with Jordan Love now? Do you think?
I would imagine he's somewhere else sooner than later. There's a lot of teams looking for quarterbacks right now. I don't see what the purpose would be really to bring him back. Aaron's proven to be very durable. And there's, the value, I think, with Jordan, the longer he goes without playing is probably going to go down. So I would think this is the off season, and probably in the very, very near future that you'll see a move made there. But they're not going to get anywhere close to what they used to acquire him.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, he's going to be kind of, well, hopefully Jordan Love goes somewhere, gets opportunity to play, and ends up having a long, productive career as a starting quarterback. If not, he's going to be one of the more fascinating footnotes in NFL history that I would say he lit a fire under Aaron Rodgers and produced some of the best quarterback play we've ever seen in the history of this league.
Right. So, and his one game taking on the Chiefs, Daniel, did that affect anything, do you think, or what? Like, how can you evaluate Jordan Love at this point in time if you are thinking, you know what, let's give this kid a whirl. Like, we loved him coming out of the draft. Packers leapt in front of us to go get him, so on and so forth. Those are stories that could be told, or maybe even accurate. What do you think? Well,
I don't think you saw enough in that brief exposure to get super excited about him. So he came into the league as maybe not great phrasing there.
That's one way. By the way, you sound like Chris Greer when asked about Tua. Can he be a top-notch or elite quarterback? And I can't say he can't. You know what I mean? Like, that's what that sounded like to me from Chris Greer last week.
Yeah. No, I would say if you're asking me right now what the market would be for Jordan Love, I would say you're probably hoping you could get a third-round pick. That would be probably your hope.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.